All right, mates, gather round because today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating story of how a little island nation, once ruling over a quarter of the globe, transformed into a modern economic powerhouse. We're talking about the United Kingdom, a country that's more than just quaint villages, red phone booths and the Queen waving from a balcony. The UK, as we know it, has a past more dramatic than a season finale of The Crown. From conquering vast territories to pioneering the Industrial Revolution, this place has seen it all. So how did this nation of tea-sipping, Shakespeare-quoting folks adapt and thrive in a world dominated by tech giants and global markets? That's what we're here to uncover. We'll be exploring the economic forces, political shenanigans, and technological wizardry that make the UK tick in the 21st century. Now, you might be thinking the UK, isn't that just a tiny island nation across the pond? Well, you wouldn't be entirely wrong about the island part. Despite its diminutive size, the UK boasts the sixth largest economy on the planet. They've got this little city called London, a global financial hub that rivals New York City and makes Wall Street look like a playground. The UK is a cultural juggernaut, churning out world-renowned music, movies and fashion that have a knack for taking over the world. Essentially, the UK is like that friend who walks into a party and instantly becomes the center of attention, even if they're not the loudest or most flamboyant one in the room. Now we know what you're thinking. The UK, isn't that all just tea parties, royal weddings, and those funny hats the Queen wears? Well, while those things do exist, the UK is so much more than just charming traditions and eccentric headwear. From the invention of the steam engine, which kick-started the Industrial Revolution, to the development of the World Wide Web, the UK has consistently been at the forefront of progress and innovation. The Brits are a sharp bunch with a knack for business, a passion for creativity, and a resilience that's helped them weather countless storms. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey that will challenge your preconceived notions about this island nation. Get ready to discover the real story behind the UK's economic prowess. And trust us, it's a lot more exciting than a cup of Earl Grey. All right, history buffs and curious minds, this is where things get really interesting. To understand how the UK became the economic titan it is today, we need to take a trip down memory lane. We're talking about a nation forged from conquest, revolution, and a whole lot of drama. From the Roman Empire's influence to the rise and fall of the British Empire, the UK's past is a wild ride through history. We'll uncover the legacy of the Industrial Revolution, dive into the impact of World War II, and explore the challenges and triumphs of the post-war era. Right then, let's talk dosh, quid, moolah, however you say it. We're talking about money, and the UK's got a lot of it flowing through its veins, particularly in dear old London. Forget those images of Buckingham Palace guards and their fuzzy hats. We're diving into the beating heart of global finance. London isn't just a city, it's a financial ecosystem like no other. From the imposing Bank of England to the gleaming skyscrapers of Canary Wharf, London's got it going on. London's financial district is a melting pot of international players, from fintech startups disrupting the game to insurance giants ensuring everything from your phone screen to a rock star's vocal cords. Now, while finance might be the UK's bread and butter, it's the creative industries that add that extra sprinkle of magic, that dash of brilliance that makes the world sit up and take notice. We're talking about a nation that birthed literary giants like Shakespeare and musical icons like the Beatles. And let's not forget the cinematic masterpieces that have captivated audiences worldwide, from James Bond to Harry Potter. From the cutting-edge fashion houses of London to the vibrant street art scene in Bristol, the UK continues to be a hotbed of artistic expression. With the rise of streaming platforms and digital media, the UK's creative industries have found a global stage like never before. Hold on to your monocles, folks, because we're about to enter the realm of ones and zeros, algorithms and artificial intelligence. That's right, we're talking about the UK's booming tech scene, a world where innovation reigns supreme. From the bustling tech hub of Silicon Roundabout in London to the emerging tech clusters in cities like Manchester and Edinburgh, the UK is buzzing with digital dynamism. British tech companies are developing groundbreaking technologies, attracting massive investments, and shaping the future of how we live, work, and play. This spirit of ingenuity is alive and well in the 21st century, as British scientists and engineers continue to push the boundaries of knowledge. Now let's talk about something everyone loves, a good holiday. And when it comes to tourism, the UK is an absolute rock star, drawing in visitors from all corners of the globe. From the historical grandeur of London to the rugged beauty of the Scottish Highlands, the UK is a feast for the senses. The UK is a photographer's dream and a history buff's paradise, all rolled into one. The UK offers a cultural immersion like no other. From world-class museums and theatres to cosy pubs and traditional afternoon tea, the UK truly has something for everyone. All right, let's get down to brass tacks, or should we say pounds sterling. We've explored the UK's economic engines, but what keeps this well-oiled machine running smoothly? At the heart of it all lies the UK's unique political system, a constitutional monarchy that's both fascinating and a tad baffling to outsiders. Imagine a system where you have a king as the head of state, but he doesn't actually call all the shots. Instead, you've got a prime minister, elected by the people, running the show with their cabinet of ministers. Beneath the surface lies a complex and ever-evolving system that strives to balance economic stability, social welfare, and the occasional political scandal. Now, when we say United Kingdom, we're not just talking about a catchy name. It's a union of 4 distinct nations, each with its own history, culture, and yes, even its own accents. You've got England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, each contributing to the rich tapestry of the UK. Through historical tensions and political disagreements, the UK has managed to maintain a sense of unity most of the time, recognizing that they're stronger together than apart. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, Brexit. In 2016, the UK decided to part ways with the European Union, a decision that's been as divisive as it's been complex. Brexit has been a roller coaster ride of negotiations, political maneuvering, and economic uncertainty. It's created new trade barriers, sparked debates about immigration, and left many wondering what the long-term impact will be on the UK's economy. The UK is now navigating the choppy waters of independence, trying to strike new trade deals and strengthen its global relationships. So, where does the UK go from here? Well, they're aiming for a global Britain, a nation that's outward-looking, engaged with the world, and ready to make its mark on the global stage. The UK is strengthening its ties with Commonwealth countries, forging new trade agreements, and positioning itself as a leader in areas like climate change, technology, and global security. They're still a key player in international organizations like the United Nations and NATO. There are challenges ahead, from navigating a post-Brexit world to addressing domestic issues like regional inequality. But one thing's for sure, the UK is a nation with a knack for reinvention and a determination to succeed. Right then, let's talk shop, shall we? We've established that the UK's got a knack for making a quid in various sectors, but how do they fare in the grand global marketplace? Ever since those days of ruling the waves, the UK has had a bit of a reputation for being rather keen on trade. They've swapped those imperial ambitions for a more collaborative approach, forging partnerships with countries near and far. From their neighbours across the Channel to those far-flung Commonwealth buddies, the UK's been busy signing trade deals. The goal? To keep those goods and services flowing, those businesses booming, and of course keep the shelves stocked with all the essentials. Now, we can't talk about the UK's economic escapades without mentioning the B word, Brexit. Ah yes, that momentous decision to part ways with the European Union, a move that's been about as smooth as a ride on a double-decker bus driven by a particularly enthusiastic pigeon. On the one hand, Brexit enthusiasts will tell you it's all about taking back control, forging their own path and striking those oh-so-lucrative trade deals with whomever they please. Looking at you, America. On the other hand, there are those who argue it's been more disruptive than a flock of seagulls descending on your fish and chips. New trade barriers have sprung up faster than you can say Boris Johnson's hair. Businesses have faced their fair share of red tape tangles, and the whole immigration debate has been, well, let's just say it's been livelier than a Friday night at the pub. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, money. Specifically, the British pound sterling, that proud currency that's been around longer than most Hollywood marriages. Keeping the pound strong and stable is a bit of a national obsession in the UK. It's a sign of economic health and a source of national pride. The Bank of England is tasked with keeping the pound on an even keel. They fiddle with interest rates and tinker with monetary policy. The pound's had its ups and downs, like after the Brexit vote. But like a true Brit, it always dusts itself off and carries on. What does the future hold for the UK's economy? The Brits are adapting and evolving, embracing the digital revolution. From fintech startups to AI research, the UK is a global leader in innovation, investing in renewable energy, tackling climate change, and embracing multiculturalism. The UK's future is bright. Right then, let's don our thinking caps and delve into the world of British ingenuity, shall we? This little island nation is a breeding ground for groundbreaking inventions and scientific discoveries. The birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, where the steam engine first chugged into history, and the World Wide Web, invented by a Brit, of course. The UK has a knack for making life more convenient and interesting. British ingenuity knows no bounds. Now let's talk about something that truly makes the UK sparkle, its cultural clout. We're talking about a nation that's produced more literary giants, musical icons, and cinematic masterpieces than you can shake a stick at. Not that we condone stick shaking, of course. From the quill-wielding genius of William Shakespeare, whose plays still resonate with audiences centuries later, to the chart-topping tunes of the Beatles, who sparked a global musical revolution, the UK has an uncanny ability to capture hearts and minds through its artistic endeavours. And let's not forget the world of literature, where British authors have been weaving captivating tales for centuries. From the biting social commentary of Jane Austen to the whimsical wizarding world of J.K. Rowling, British authors have a knack for transporting readers to other realms, sparking imaginations, and leaving an indelible mark on the literary landscape. The UK is endearing for its embrace of eccentricity. From their love of queuing to their devotion to tea, the Brits have a unique charm. Where else can you find adults playing Quidditch or cheese-rolling competitions and a royal family that's both revered and tabloid fodder? It's this eccentricity that gives the UK its unique character. Hold on to your cuppa, chaps. We're entering a realm where AI is as British as a Sunday roast. Innovation isn't just about tea or steam engines anymore. It's a digital revolution with robots making life easier. From Cambridge and Oxford to tech hubs in London and Manchester, the UK is buzzing with AI. Robots taking over, think of the Crumpets. But fear not, this isn't a dystopian nightmare. It's about using AI to solve problems and boost productivity. Now let's be clear, AI in the UK isn't just about building robots to do our bidding, though wouldn't that be handy for those household chores? It's about using this cutting-edge technology to transform industries, improve healthcare, and even tackle some of the world's most pressing challenges. Imagine a world where AI helps doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, where self-driving cars make our roads safer and less congested, and where algorithms personalize education to help every student reach their full potential. That's the promise of AI. And the UK is at the forefront of making it a reality. But it's not just about the practical applications. The UK is also leading the way in ethical AI development, ensuring that these powerful technologies are used for good without perpetuating biases or infringing on our privacy. Because even in the digital age, some things are just sacred, like a decent cuppa and the right to queue peacefully. Now, while AI might be the shiny new toy on the block, the UK's tech scene is about so much more than just robots and algorithms. From the bustling fintech startups revolutionizing how we bank and invest, to the groundbreaking health tech companies developing life-saving treatments, the UK is a hotbed of innovation across a wide range of sectors. Take fintech, for example. London has become a global hub for financial technology, with companies like Monzo and Revolut shaking up the traditional banking industry and making it easier than ever to manage our money, and maybe even save a few quid in the process. And then there's health tech, where UK companies are using cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and gene editing to develop new treatments for diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. They're creating wearable devices that track our health in real time, developing personalized medicine tailored to our individual needs, and using big data to improve healthcare outcomes for all. Section 4. Challenges and opportunities charting a course through the digital age. The UK faces challenges in the digital age, like the skills gap and job displacement due to automation. Ethical dilemmas around data privacy and AI are also significant. But these challenges bring opportunities. The UK has a tradition of innovation and a world-class education system. By investing in education and embracing technology, the UK can lead the digital economy, and who knows, maybe one day we'll all have robot butlers serving tea. Now, if that's not a future worth striving for, we don't know what is. So, there you have it, lads and lasses. We've journeyed from the days of empire building and industrial might to the digital age of artificial intelligence and global markets. Who knew a tiny island nation, often mocked for its questionable cuisine and obsession with queuing, could pack such an economic punch? The UK might not rule the waves quite like it used to, but its influence is undeniable. From the bustling trading floors of London to the cutting-edge tech hubs of Manchester and Edinburgh, the spirit of innovation and that quintessential British resilience are alive and well. They've weathered storms, both literal and metaphorical, from world wars to economic downturns to the ever-present threat of a soggy biscuit. And through it all, they've emerged stronger, more adaptable, and yes, perhaps a tad more eccentric than before. Now let's not pretend it's all sunshine and roses in this sceptred isle. The UK, like any nation, faces its fair share of challenges. Brexit continues to cast a long shadow, with its complexities and uncertainties still playing out. There are concerns about regional inequality, with the wealth of London not always trickling down to other parts of the country. And then there's the ever-present pressure to stay ahead of the curve in a rapidly changing world, where technology is advancing at breakneck speed and global competition is fiercer than ever. But if there's one thing we've learned from our exploration of the UK's economic journey, it's that this nation has a knack for turning adversity into opportunity. They're a resourceful bunch, those Brits, with a healthy dose of pragmatism and a dash of good humour to help them through even the toughest of times. Predicting the future is a mug's game, as they say. But one thing's for sure, the UK is a nation that's constantly evolving, adapting and reinventing itself. They're embracing the digital revolution, investing in renewable energy and fostering a culture of creativity and entrepreneurship. Will they reclaim their former glory as a global superpower? Who knows, but they're certainly not going down without a fight, or at least a strongly worded letter of complaint. So keep your eyes peeled, world. The UK might be a small island, but it's got a big heart, a sharp mind, and an unwavering determination to succeed. And who knows, maybe one day they'll even perfect that whole tea and biscuits that don't go soggy thing. Well, folks, it's been a right Bobby Dazzler of a time exploring the UK's economic escapades. We've laughed, we've learned, and probably developed a craving for a good cuppa. But alas, all good things must come to an end, at least for now. If you've enjoyed our jaunt, smash that subscribe button like you're at a Boxing Day sale. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Until next time, keep calm, carry on, and may your tea be strong and your biscuits never soggy.